Namaskar. November elections over, done and dusted. Trump had won convincingly. Kamala had lost. And yet, the Biden administration siphoned off $20 billion. To whom did they siphon this? And who are the final beneficiaries? All this stuff is now getting unearthed, and this could be a huge scandal. And I don't know what to think of it, because I am seeing that this administration, that this Biden administration would probably go down US history as one of the worst ever, because if you look at the utter hubris with which they have acted, this is just boiling my blood, because this is all US taxpayer money siphoned off to various organizations. And I request all of you to like this video, because what is going to be disclosed here is going to blow your mind. Here we go. DOJ, Department of Justice, is probing Biden's $20 billion green bank grants. No questions asked, no expectations. No, this is not a loan. This is like, take this money and go. For what? Who benefited from this? Let's take a quick look. Now, the Department of Justice Federal EPA Administrator, that is Environmental Protection Agency, Lee Zeldin, has essentially started looking into this. It's called Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund. Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund, a $27 billion Biden era program. $27 billion. $20 billion in grants was distributed to just 8 nonprofits, many tied to, hear this, Obama and Biden officials weeks before Trump took office. This is just mind-blowing. Now, the Republicans are pushing back against Biden's climate spending, arguing it was rushed into Citibank accounts with no repayment requirements. Democrats pledge legal, of course they are going to act on everything they are acting, and there are some very democratic and very, I don't know what to say. These judges are not applying their mens rea when they are giving some of these rulings. For example, a state judge in a small state says that I'm going to make this thing applicable to the entire nation. That's not done. So a lot of things are happening at the judiciary level also. Guys, if you are watching this, your blood is going to boil. $20 billion just given away, no questions asked. And what are these organizations? Let me show you the names. What is this Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund? This was established under Biden's watch in 2022 under the Inflation Reduction Act. Inflation Reduction Act, and they are adding $20 billion, actually 27 is what has been added. And this is supposed to be called as Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund, and it is commonly also referred to as Green Bank. It is supposed to aid climate and green energy projects, clean energy projects, especially in disadvantaged communities. The two initiatives include $14 billion for competitive clean energy grants and $6 billion for projects targeting low-income area. They decided that we are going to just print money like there is no tomorrow and just splash it around every Democrat. If there was a lamp post that said it was Democratic, they would have gone and patched $10,000, $20,000 on the lamppost and said, here, take it. That is how bad this is looking like. Now, why is this investigation needed? Republicans have raised concerns over financial transparency, arguing that the fund lacks accountability and oversight. The 8 nonprofits that received funds have ties to Democratic donors and former administration officials, raising concerns over political influence. The suspicious timing of the funding has raised concerns, as most of the $20 billion was transferred to Citibank account after Kamala Harris lost the election. Additionally, some recipient organizations were established just months before receiving substantial grants. A former EPA staffer has alleged that the Biden administration hurriedly spent billions before Trump's return, according to whistleblower claims. A Project Veritas expose revealed a hidden camera video in which former EPA advisor Brent Efron admitted to rapidly distributing taxpayer funds with minimal oversight. This is the whistleblower who has blown the whistle. FBI initiated an investigation into alleged fraud at the EPA as highlighted by Project Veritas. So who received the funds? 8 non-profits received the majority of the 20 billion funds. These are Coalition for Green Capital, Climate United Fund, Power Forward Communities, Opportunity Finance Network, Inclusive Justice Climate Fund. These groups partnered with organizations such as Rewiring America, Habitat for Humanity, and the Community Preservation Corporation. What's going to happen next? EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin has announced the termination of this 20 billion in grants. He called out waste and abuse, saying Biden administration was tossing gold bars off the Titanic. Cites zero tolerance for corruption, vows to recover funds. Zeldin says the days of shoveling boatloads of cash to far left activist groups are over. Now, what are the Democrats doing? They are not sitting quiet, they are pushing back. Environmental groups threaten legal action, calling the move partisan and unconstitutional. Evergreen Action's Lena Moffitt stated, this is not just an attack on clean energy investments, it's a blatant violation of the Constitution. She also accused Trump's team of attempting to divert funds for tax cuts benefiting billionaires. So take some sidewise swipe also, right? While you are there. Watchdogs are now warning that the grant contracts contain a safeguard clause that is designed to automatically release the funds if Trump's administration intervenes. Like, for example, what is about to happen. Some legal experts believe clawing back the funds could lead to a lengthy court battle. So this hidden trigger clause will not be in one. You will start seeing this in more and more. So this is getting really beyond the realms of reality, guys. If this is how Biden administration was, one wonders who really was at the command post. This man was becoming senile as the days went by. How did all this happen? Again, this one was signed after the election was over. Between November 8th or 9th, November 8th, I think, to January 20th. In that window, they have done it with this clause inserted. What is the political fallout of this? Republicans are demanding a full transparency on how the funds were allocated. Congressional hearings could follow as the DOJ investigation unfolds. There will be legal challenges. By the way, there is a legal challenge today where a judge has actually ruled that all those probationary officers that were sent home from the government cannot be sent home. They have to be restored because they did not get the 60-day notice that they are going to be let go of. I don't know where that notice is. Maybe it's a federal government requirement, because in California, any company can give you, they can fire you over, few minutes with just few minutes notice. Just come and say, here you are fired. This is your last paycheck and go. This has been happening. This is called at-will employment, folks. So I don't know. Something has to be happening here. They should check into this as to see what happens. I have a feeling Trump and his team went for shock and awe, and they decided that we will deal with the fallout later and we'll figure something out. Let's wait and see how this plays out. 20 billion is not chump change. This is showing that there is a deep political divide over Biden's green agenda, with Republicans calling it a corrupt slush fund and Democrats fighting to protect it. The DOJ investigation and EPA's next steps will determine whether the money is recovered or remains with politically connected non-profits. Good luck getting that if it goes there. By the way, that clause is scary because these clauses are not inserted in isolation. They would have done it for a bunch of things as DOGE uncovers more money that has been wasted here and there. This is money wasted. There is fraud. If there is fraud, that could be when people don't spend money on the intended spending purpose. That also is possible. So a lot of things still to come. This is one of the first revelations. Do stay tuned, and I'll keep you posted as things evolve. I think there are a few questions. I'm just going to go through all the chat session to line up the questions so that I can answer those questions. Here we go. I hope you like this video. Nandini ji, this is one of the first to comment and join. Thank you, Nandini ji. Kalpana Jagannathy, namaskar. 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗿𝗂𝗁𝗂𝗐. Biden is a decent man. I won't believe anything they say. Gang of liars, okay? Stop believing and spreading lies. Ingita, look, you have proof. Please rebut it. Don't just keep saying stop lying, you are all liars. Don't waste everybody's time here. Ramesh Sharma, money is America's, as you said. Why the blood of Indian should boil? Sir, I'm not saying blood of Indian should boil. I said if you are watching, your blood should boil. If you are an Indian and if your blood is cool, that's good for you. Because same thing will be happening in India also. Anand Iyer says this is the height of corruption. He should get jailed for life without any clemency. Here is the interesting part, Anand Iyer. They are saying that Biden pardoned himself. He pardoned himself for all the crimes he has committed or would have committed. RRBB says, Sree, this is fine. Biden already pardoned everyone, so this is not a sin anymore. No, he did not pardon. He did not pardon Kamala Harris, nor did he pardon Obama. If their hand is found, bye-bye. Is there any way to overcome court battles like passing laws? I don't know. I think you have to wait and see how this plays out. Every state has a different labor law. Again, this is a federal employment, so I don't know if it even matters which state they were employed in. Will there be? Yes, there is an FBI investigation as far as I know. Maithili says, lots of corruption cases coming through. This is just the beginning. Yes, I agree with you. And Satyanarayana Yellana Pantula says, if will Biden and company get punished for their corruption? Just wait and see. First thing to do is to make sure that this can never happen again. That is the key element here, and we have to wait and see which way the Trump administration moves. Let's hope that they are moving in the right direction. Like I said before, guys, if they can get 30% conviction, they have done a fantastic job. That is how bad corruption has become in the United States. R.V. Hari Krishna wants to know, can Dems recreate something like USAID once they come to power? Well, they have to put some guardrails around some of these organizations, so something like this cannot happen in future. They are going to change the US dollar itself. Just wait and see how that plays out. Somebody saying that Indians should worry because part of this money might have been used against India. Absolutely. $4.2 billion in the period 2021 to 2024 of USAID money, $4.2 billion. I have done a monologue on that also. Viewers, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.